Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Taylor from the PR and Pig Racing Network, and welcome back to NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. And in the last episode, we went to Atlanta for the Golden Corral 500, where we sucked the entire race, and I believe we barely got a top 20 out of that. That one, I'd like to forget about that race because we finished third at Daytona. And then we won Rockingham, and then we finished 17th. I think it was 17th or 18th. I can't remember the exact position at Atlanta. And today we're at Bristol. And as you can tell, I got face cam on for today. It'll happen once in a while. I doubt it'll be like all the races, or at least most of the races. It'll be a few times this in the season. As you can see that my room is a mess, and I also have somebody mowing the lawn around my area, so that's gonna make and there are mowers there. Of course, it's the mower that is always very loud, so that's gonna capture my microphone. So if that happens during the thing, then I'm sorry, but it'll happen. So Stewart leads the points, Gordon second. We're still in the top 5 though, but our main goal for today's race is to finish ahead of the top 4 here. But yeah. Rusty Wallace is 10th. If I'm looking over here, if it looks like I'm looking like it's to my left, it's because I'm looking at my computer screen. Sometimes I'll glance over at it. Casey Mears is 20th. Green is 21st. Martin is 26th. That's not good for him. Who do we have for pole awards heading into this race? 3 different ones, and Brian Vickers is one of them. So now we're at 60 laps here at Bristol, and I believe the next race we go to will be the first one of our fantasy races, which is at New York. That famed New York thing that we get in the prologue. So today's at Bristol. Let's go and let's get this race started, shall we? And Paul Menard will get the pole for today's race. I believe that's his first this season. I remember. So heading into this race, we need to get somewhere better than what we've gotten in Atlanta. So let's go ahead and do that. Also move my webcam also a little bit to the side as well. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right. Oh, crap. All right. Somebody's already on the apron. I can't tell if that was Johnson or not. That's 60 laps. This should be enough time for me to get up to the front, at least at the halfway point. I got no vibrations. So I can't tell if I'm hitting into somebody or not. I never have vibrations whenever I first start up a game for the first time. If I like turn on my computer, I can't really. Oh no! Oh, that was Bush. And Tony Stewart, my teammate's leading this race, so he'll get some bonus points heading into out of this race. I'm sorry, Johnson. Most of the drivers who are in the top 5 that I was worried about, like Junior here, like just bashed into, is not having a good race so far. Kenseth came into this race, what was it? Third or fourth, can't remember. But he's back here as the same with me. But yeah, and he's going to continue to block me because he's one of my biggest rivals, and I just got into him, so that's not going to... Okay. Last thing I want to get into is get into it with another driver. Alright, my nose is scratching. Okay. Stewart's still leading this race. That's incredible. What I'm hoping here is I can... Oh, Jesus, don't do it. Oh, God. Okay. Let's see what happens here in this race. So far, we're only 7 laps in, and I'm about to have a better spot than where I was at Atlanta. So hopefully that stays like that. If it stays like that, I'll be. If it oh God, Gordon's forced to be low. That was great. Great job there, Gordon. Oh God, Rusty and Gordon got into it in my mirror. Just saw that. Martin's actually having a good day today. Mark Martin came into this race, what was it? Almost out of the top 20 in points, or out of the top, almost out of the top 30. So, and if I don't get into it with a 151 car, that would be nice. Loose. I can't tell if I want to loosen this car up or if I want to tighten it. I can't tell what would be a better thing. So far, it runs just fine without any adjustments, but I can't tell if running it looser would be a good idea or running it tighter. Well, I'll have to figure that out once we get to the long runs, because short runs is kind of what we don't want. We want like 30 lap runs, because if we want to split this race 30 for 30, then I'd like to have the same handling car uh, throughout the race. And there's Menard. He started on the pole, and he's all the way back to 8th. We're about to pass him. I think if we finish this race up in the top 5, we'll be at least 3rd place, if not 2nd in the points, because Stewart's leading the most laps. And I don't know where Gordon's at. Oh yeah, we got into it with Gordon back there, so Stewart's gonna pull away with this lead for right now. Then we got Riggs that we're about to head into. We're about to hit the 7th place. Hopefully the thing's not too loud, because I'm kind of screaming into the mic a little bit. I'm trying to out noise my headphones right now with my commentary. That's great strategy for commentary. Just scream out of your headphones and pray to God that it's not ear rape. We can draft up with Brendan Gaw and get him to be our friend. That'll work out. Because I know definitely New York is not going to be the race that I'll be making a lot of friends at. I'll be using them as breaks more than I'm going to be using them as share drafts. So, yeah. I don't mind Stewart leading. I honestly don't care. I prefer him to win this thing more than me. But I don't care. Joe Gibbs would have a hell of a day if we finished 1 and 2. Especially because it still was the year that Joe Gibbs was still only a 2-car team, and they were, I think, a pretty good powerhouse at the time. There's Newman up there. Who's that in 2nd? Is that Kane? I think that's Casey. It's either Casey or Mayfield. I know it's one of the Evernham cars, I think. I can't tell. Okay. Is that Kane? Or is that Rudd? That may be Ricky Rudd, actually. Yeah, that's Ricky Rudd. Alright. Just draft with Newman here for a minute. Let's go to the front camera just for a sec. Oh, he may be checking up a little bit. I think I got some damage to my hood. Hold on, let me get back to the roof game. Yeah, that's some damage to the hood. I'm not gonna repair. The one thing I gotta do though is I gotta do my whatever I'm doing. I gotta make it now, because for this track you can never adjust your stuff on the pits. You can never adjust your stuff in the pits when you enter it, and you don't pre-adjust it. That's kind of bad with this track. It's like you pull into the pit road and immediately it's like, okay, you can make one slight adjustment, but you can't really you can't have that kind of time to really think. You gotta instantly hit it. Like you gotta speed run it basically on your adjustments, unless if you pause it and go to the pit options like I just did. Racing the New York road course is gonna be something. So right now I'm just trying to get up to Stewart here. We're getting really close to him, but I need to get by Ricky Rudd here if I can. My phone's going off, so I'm trying not to look at it. It's not buzzing, it's just lighting up, and it's getting annoying. It's mainly because of Discord. So we're 25 laps in, and here comes the mower again. Or at least the... Yeah, you can hear it. It's great. It's louder than my game. That's kind of sad. Alright, let's get Rudd out of the way here real quick. Alright, hi Stuart, how's it going? Alright, we're going to be heading into the pits at lap 29. So we could split it a little bit. So let's go ahead, let's get some laps led, because I don't think I'm going to be able to lead I don't think I'm going to lead some laps here. I don't think I'm going to be able to lead some laps after I actually I may. Depends on how far I spread it out here. Other people already going down. I may stick it out a couple laps later. after halfway because I think that's a good strategy. Try and run it as far as you can. Driver's down there pitting. I'm in the wall. I'm not repairing the damage. I never repair the damage. I don't think repairing damage is a smart move, especially if it's not under caution. I mean, though I do have a lot of time, I could really use the damage repair. I honestly would like the track position. I mean, then again, I am in the lead. I'm pulling away from Stewart and so on and so forth. That's the halfway point. Alright, let's see. There may be a chance of a caution, so I'll stick it out until I have to come down, actually. Because if a caution comes out, I'd be I think I may be a lap ahead of almost everybody. On the high line here, try to get over Newman, can't do it. I'll come down this time here. Slow down to 70. Okay, that was a little too slow. Beat him! Oh! Alright. I'll repair the damage. I kind of need the damage repair a little bit so I can get some speed going. Let's see what these guys can do. Mr. Clean Pit Crew's been all right all year long. Let's see how good they are so far. That was a good right side. That was a pretty fast stop overall, actually. And then the damage repair, that actually made it less than 16 seconds. Actually, that was not bad. Now here's the hardest part. That's merge it without killing yourself. All right. Good thing I didn't merge there. I almost killed somebody. So we come out of the... Okay. Come out of the... Alright. Still behind Stewart. Now this is the battle for the lead. I just ran into Stewart because I didn't see him checking up there. At least it could have been worse. Alright. Can I get underneath them here? Could I get underneath them? That damage repair might have actually saved me a little bit. Can I put the bumper to the back of him? Oh, bumper to the back of the 20. Can't really do much of anything on the run here. Can I do the bumper run? Oh, God. Pushed him up the track, though. Alright. We can lead the most laps. I think we'll come out of this at least second, if not first, in the points, depending on what happens here. I just got to make sure I don't make any mistakes here. So I knew Bristol was going to be a pretty good race for me because usually Bristol is one of my favorite tracks. In this game, it's really easy to get up to the front of the field. So I thought it was going to be one of those races where I could easily get up to the front, but I didn't think it was going to be this easy. Especially with me loosening the car, it's actually running better than what it was on the first run, so that's good. So I just gotta throw these lap traffic. I gotta get by this lap traffic so Stewart doesn't catch up to me because even though it does look like I'm pulling away, it's it's not on rookie where I could easily lap the entire field. I just gotta draft with some drivers here and get up here. I guess I can get off a little bit of off topic here on this game and get into my real life. I'm actually starting to apply for a job, so that'll make my time on YouTube a little less than normal, which is definitely what I need. Less time on YouTube already. Great, that's great. But if I get this job, it may be a lot longer of gaps between these episodes and other episodes as well. For summer, I wanted to do NASCAR 07 and Dirt to Daytona for like split it like 2 times a week for both series, so it'd be 4 videos on my channel. And I recorded like 2 hours of that. I finished up the season, so I even talked about the whole reason why I'm not recording the offline races much anymore. So I don't know what part it's going to be. Probably it's going to be like part 30 in the middle of summer, probably at the end of summer. So that explanation is going to come out pretty far away, but I'll sum it up to this. I really don't have the time to do those races much anymore. I'll try to throw them out and not cancel them, but at this point, don't get your hopes up with Piston Cup Series and all that sort of stuff. I know I hate to cancel series and all that, but they're not going to be canceled, but they're not going to be they're going to be far in between races, kind of like they are right now. I did the Wheelins because that was close to the championship ending, and I was really interested in that. But especially with getting a job, uh, that's gonna be that's gonna halt my offline stuff for a while. That's even gonna halt the change the timeline stuff as well. I'm not gonna be able to record as many Bush races or the second half of the Cup Series as I usually could. That gives Noah a lot of time to record the first half and get the first half races edited and done. So I'm pretty sure we're up to Las Vegas by now what time this video is uploaded. But if not, then should be coming up very soon. But all I can say is that the channel's doing that channel is doing amazing for how little of following we have. Like 40 views for Cup Series race. Wow. I'm speechless. But yeah. So got 10 laps to go here, which is great. I don't know if it's gonna be the most laps led if we keep up this pace, but it'll certainly be a good chunk of laps. We got a 2-second gap so far, and this is as hard as I can make it. I don't know if I could shorten the races or not. I don't think I can. Very unfortunate though. Let's just see if we can get this gap a little bit higher here. Oh, okay, that didn't work. But if with how I don't know if I have the job yet. Obviously, if when this video goes up, I'll definitely know the answer to that, of course. But as of right now, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. But if I do have it, then it may be a little bit of time before I upload any sort of videos. They'll more than likely be slowed down quite a bit, especially with like the offline races. NASCAR 7 and Dirt to Daytona may not be far split because those things I can easily record and get out there every week, and those things aren't the hardest to record and edit, and especially with you know how long I would do recording sessions and all that. You know, it should keep you entertained throughout the summer, especially since there's going to be like 4 episodes a week per both series. Like 2 for NASCAR 07 and 2 for Dirt to Daytona. So that'll keep you occupied definitely for at least a couple of weeks. Oh, don't choke it away like that. Come on now. Come on now, don't choke it. We're good. Saved it. Almost choked it by the 31 car. We got 2 laps left. Yeah. We are getting a lot of allies out of this because I'm drafting more of the lap traffic. So if that's the case, then that'll be alright. So this will be our second win of the season, and we're only 4 races in. So we've won half the races, and we finished in the top 5 in at least 3 out of the 4. So there's that. Let's go ahead and win this race, and I think Stewart will come in second. So there's that. Let's go ahead and celebrate here. Yeah. Yeah, let's celebrate. That's our second win of the season. And so far, we're being pretty dominant. We're being pretty dominant for it being hardest for it being on the hardest difficulty possible. So let's go ahead and do our nice little fast-paced Alan Quickie lap. And I don't know if we could do it when it did at Rockingham and drift it. Kind of did it. Oh, it kind of did it there. Let's do another one. This time through the pits. Every man from every crew. Oh, I think I'm out of gas. I'm out of fuel. He's out of fuel! Oh! Alright. That's a lot of skill points that we got. Alright. I like that top 3, actually. I actually like that top 3. Two of my favorite drivers finishes second and third. That's amazing. Let's look at the race results here. So we had 0 cautions, which I think this was the first race without a caution. I'm not sure. We have the most laps led. Amazing. That'll help us out in the points. 5 lead changes. And yeah. Biffle's 11th. Dillard Jr. 14th. Muir's got a top 16. Top 20. Not bad. Mark still finishes outside the top 20. So, yeah. Terrible, terrible. Jimmy Johnson finished 39th. A lot of the drivers that were coming into this race, like needing to have a good day in points, certainly didn't have a good run. I mean, I think 4 out of the 5 actually. Never mind. We'll have to look at the standings actually. So there's that. My controller almost just fell. So here we have it. Next race we'll be going to New York. So this will be our first of many fantasy tracks that we have because of the custom schedule that I did at the start of the season. Is that kind of cheating? No, because I gave it every track in the schedule at least once a year. So there may be good, maybe bad tracks that I'm at, especially Atlanta. So that's all I got to say. We're going to be heading into race 5, and we're going to have to see what happens. So we just got done with the Food City 500. Now we're going to be doing Rush Hour 350, which would be the next episode. And, you know, these are going to be coming out at least like 2 a week, at least. There may be 3 a week, 4 a week. Just depends on what my schedule is for this. I don't really have like a huge plan for it, but I know it'll be like 2 a week. It may have the same date as a NASCAR 07 video and NASCAR Trip to Daytona video, one or the other. But I'm happy with where we're at right now. Where are we at in points? Let's go ahead and let's look at that, shall we? Second in points, Stewart still leads, but we gained up 2 spots. 2 spots? No, 3 spots actually. So yeah, there's that. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video here, and I'll see you in the next NASCAR Chase for the Cup video. The lawnmower is going to give an outro louder than me. Kind of is, kind of isn't. I'll see you on the next one, and have a good one, everybody.